in here. Omega warning. Okay. I feel like okay, so it knows that I've played before. Start game. Story. Save file you're about to launch was built on a different version. I recommend to reset objects and events first, then the day you want to start with, then press the yellow reset button. I never did play Signal Sim. Should I just restart? Because it seems like it wants to do anything, or it just wants to have me restart anyway. All right, start game. Story. And then new game. New game. Enter saves. Oh, okay, I see. Rev 2. Create. Play. Oh, which way are we going? This way? Just as it's intended to be used. Oh, there's like power lines now. I feel like the power lines are new. Gotta keep my luggage dry. Well, that helps you find like home easier. And that light is like flickering something fierce. Oh, some of the other ones are too. Oh, shit. Am I on the right side of the river? I don't think I am. That's okay, I'll wait until the bridge. I wonder how people actually get, like, collabs going. You know? Because I don't know how to do those. Aside from, like, people I already know. Great password. Yell at people until they say yes? Have you tried asking people? I'd have to know people first. Like, why would they say yes? They don't know me. A lot of it's networking. This needs to be a little bit more visible. Okay. I'm sorry, is there literally nothing in here? Wait. I don't think there's anything in this. Ask Fred to introduce you to his harem. Is this a shit bucket? I'd love to do more co-streams. I just don't know how to do that. That's what I mean, is like, I don't know how people get started meeting people. I helped playtest this game. I hope you enjoy it. I played a previous version. But not this version, obviously. I don't like these guys, so... Like, I don't know how anyone knows Virus. Like, I've hung out with him multiple times now. I don't know if he knows my name, but, like, he's a guy that, like, exists. Berg. Close. There we go. Tired? Just green coffee. I feel like they updated the graphics for this. This looks shinier than I remember it. Like more three-dimensional. A lot of people met Virus through Bounce SMP. I mean, like, I helped him do the raid against the Smalls, so, like, I'm aware of him. But that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like, just everyone seems to know who he is. And I don't. Well... It's not really anxiety. It's just sort of like, I hate it when people message me and they're like, hey, collab with me. I love saying the N-word, and I have 10 followers on some website you've never heard of. And I'm like, I don't know you. You know? And so I feel like it would probably be the kind of same shit with me. You know, if I message someone at random, I feel like they're gonna be like, oh, it's just another fucker like this. Am I able to phase through this? On Dive? What is Dive? I've never even heard of that one. Hang in there. I like that poster. It's staying. Wait, use to view contents. Can't open. Fred is a giga social butterfly. I probably just need to message Fred. Cool. Supplies. Fred wants to play Warhammer. I just haven't messaged him to follow up on it, you know? Fred could genuinely get you to collab with Nexpo. I feel like if I'm gonna ask someone bigger than me to collab with me, I have to make it real easy, because like that would get me going. I would be pretty fucking chuffed if someone was like, hey, oh, this looks all new too. This looks very 80s, holy shit. Like the stripies, it's great. Nightmind, same thing with Nightmind. Are you gonna play on TTS? I think it's the only way to play with like people. Computer? Ah, activate. What's the ping button? Cool. Oh, Jesus. Okay, emails. Hi, welcome. Okay. Analog horror would be great with Nexpo and Nick Nightmind. Potentially. I mean, like, again, like, I feel like if I'm gonna... Like, that would work on me. If someone was like, hey, here's my idea for a stream. I've got everything set up for it, and it's a great thing. I mean, it depends. Actually, that could be really pushy, too. See, that's the problem. I'm awkward as shit. And I don't know how to interact with people. Nexpo did make that, but I mean, like, it's fine. Oh. Huh. I'll message Fred. You know what? Let me do that right now. I hope you are having a good day. That one's to my wife. She says, thanks, I hate it. Let's see. Frederick Knudsen. Hey. Wanna play Vidya sometime or something? Man, I'm so good at social interactions. Let's fucking go. There it is. Let's just crank this bitch up to the maximum. I have played this before. It doesn't look like it saved any of my progress, though, because it's such a new difference. Can you hammer the screen? Yeah, it seems to be fine with that. How do I put this away? Shit. That's not how to put things away. That is hit the ground. Stop, sit, stop. Stop it, space, E. How to up? I want to stop, sit. How do I? I'm stuck. Escape? Okay, can I move this? It's kind of in the way. All right. Oh, there it was. Okay, right about there-ish. That's good enough. All right, cool. So now we got to check on the Transformers as well. Oh, TR2. Where is TR2? SV.target TR_2. And then the compass faces towards it, right? I've already done Maxwell and the alien. I couldn't find Maxwell. Huh. Didn't I do... Yeah, I mean, I just want to be able to have more friends, because friends are good. Got a text. I think it's my wife. It's the apartment complex saying they knocked. I'm gonna ask you guys. The lock number. Hey, what's a great number for me to send this business proposal to? Just a random text. Nah, my bitch. All right, so is it probably red. Probably want to go to red. Friend, good. And also good content. And also make happy. Because friend is how you make the world. I mean, like, I feel like friends are very important. And we kind of we kind of just go with that, like, oh, yeah, I'm a loner. I have no friends. Like, you know, it's hard making friends as an adult. Bad. Not good. That's how you lead to unhappy. Because friends be like, nah, stop having sad. Instead, you're cool. And it's like, oh shit, you're right, friend. Well, he asked me for an email to send this business proposal to. I know it's early, but any tentative plans on the Texas 40K events in 24? Well, I'm not going to probably go to any frontline gaming stuff until they figure out how the fuck to pay their judges, because cheating seems to be like an inevitability at this point. This is not my first time with this game, but my previous run just doesn't work anymore. So I had to remake. Ow, fuck! I'm in like Warham's Con or Clutch City. You hear about that tile player? I did, yeah. And that was at some sort of Texas event. And it was by FLG. I forget which one. It was Lone Star Open, I think? Am I scared of aliens? Nah. More out of a practicality that we'd already be dead if they wanted to kill us, so I'm probably okay. Tell us the story of the tile player. So, if I recall correctly, they just cheated in every way possible. Did the tile player shove the models up his ass? That would be an interesting thing to do, because they're kind of Gundam shaped. Tower, a lot of what the tile player did was just like, I don't know, pick a way to cheat it. You know, Warhammer. Just hiding rolls from your opponent and saying, oh yeah, no, I got a 6. You know? Whatever profile was best for him to shoot, that's the one he happened to have equipped. Scuzzy measurements. A unit might have a measure or a movement of like 6 inches or something, right? But maybe you like kind of measure weirdly, like maybe 6 inches and a half. You know? So it's just like every conceivable way to cheat he did. And I this wasn't the guy that had the army that was just like OP as like a generic. What the fuck? What is this? Oh, that's my hammer. I don't want to put that in there. I thought that was the... There's one judge or 5 judges for 250 players. And the judges were unpaid because it's a volunteer position. And, yeah. Unsurprisingly, they had some cheating. Tao kind of... Well, that was the main thing, and that's how he got caught, is everyone was like, whoa, he actually won with Tao? What the fuck did he do? Because, like, yeah, if you're a Tao player and you're running them right now, they're not great, you know? So why not just, you know, I don't know, I guess, like, make, like, see what worked. What got 5-0 at a tournament? Like, this is a big name tournament. I've got one army and it's Tau, or, Admech. I'm sorry, man. Haven't Tau always kind of sucked? They've been on and off. How did he cheat? Pick away. He did it. Outside of loaded dice, which I don't think anyone accused him of. We did get an event where Death Guard got first place at a major and won legitimately. That is true. But, like, people did comb through his list to figure out what it was. He also did some weird enhancement on something that couldn't get it or something. Did Admech get nerfed? Admech are just real bad this edition. Like, I haven't quite figured out why, because I haven't played against any Admech players, but they're not doing good. Their shooty army, I think, that has bad shooting. Think that your options are to stay put and shoot or move and shoot, and generally mobility is good. In fact, if you just want to win, playing some Eldar faction is probably the correct way. Yeah, Tau usually is either amazing or garbage. How to beat Admech's only detachment. Use Deep Strike once. Really? Yeah, that sucks. Send it. There's a way to save them, right? There we go. Can you not do the trick where you just like... I guess you can't do that thing anymore. Scroll? Oh, that's through the different things. Okay. Was it to ping again? Fuck. How am I liking the new visuals? It all looks like a lot cleaner. A lot. I mean, they were fine before, but I really like this like really shitty 80s look. Like that's really endearing. I mean shitty in a good way. I don't know how to explain that better. It's that very 80s, actual 80s look where it's got these gross stripes and the brown. Thoughts on Forge World Knights being available in plastic and regular stores? I mean, I like Forge World not being $1 billion. Upgrading auto processing to use. What am I, my LGSs never have anything in stock. Haven't upgraded the computer level things? I can't process at all? But I have no money. So I guess I'm just gonna find a bunch of stuff. What's the ping button again? I legitimately don't remember. Ah, it is shift, thank you. Enter is ping. I mean, like, it just seems like you're having a real hard time getting models. You know? Like, I actually found a box of Gellerpox infected for once. Then I decided they were bad and I didn't want it. I have heard of the new Scott Pilgrim thing, but I'm like, I didn't watch it growing up. Like, I didn't see it when it first came out, so I don't particularly care. I think you could do some AdMech models, the 80s, like, stripies. I think that would be cool. Like, when I say it's, like, cheap or, like, cringe, it's not cringe, it's just a weird, outdated aesthetic. It's good. It's good if that's what you're going for, you know? It's gonna be like the minimalist look that we got nowadays, you know? Like these, like, dead-ass tree in a fucking house aesthetic that's really popular right now. I feel like you're gonna see that all the goddamn time. Like, when people are making fun of, like, this... What? Why the rocks? Tools to break boxes with, right? I mean, I already broke them open, so... Food. Oh. I thought that would work. I don't remember how to unequip, so I'll just fall down. Wood AdMech could be pretty cool. R to put away. I mean, I didn't grow up in the 80s, but like, you know, it's like nowadays, like, we still have like 90s shit just floating around as like an aesthetic. It's not really like people are still making it, but you know, you still see it. I do want to make my wife dinner tonight. I'm feeling like I'm having a good brain day, and it sounds like she's had a rough day at work. So thank you for the cursed sewing machine. But if I make her dinner, then that'll change her day up quite a bit. I mean, in a lot of ways, I'm a house husband that streams most of the time. I don't know if that... It just feels like my responsibility. But also, I'm bad at cooking. But also, if she's having a bad day and I cook, that is like, yes. That's my favorite Mexican dish. Oof. Okay, man, like tacos and all that is like the easy shit. I got Conflu at Magic event last week, only had to investigate cheating twice. Were either of them cheating? Oh, there it is. That's good enough. All right. Spin this one around. Oh, there it was. I like to overshoot and then come back to it. I played against this kid the other day, right? I got to my local LGS where I've been playing recently, and all the tables were, not all of the tables. One we gave a warning to and kept an eye on. The other we decided was, but had already decided to drop from the tourney. Did you know you can retroactively be disqualified from Magic, and the spectators can be given penalties too? I didn't know spectators could. That's cool. I also almost had a diabetic person collapse on us. Jesus. That's awful. Alright, so that's all running. Let's go ahead and give us an SV ping. Romeo? Okay, 1 and 2 we could fix in a minute. It's for outside assistance for unsporting contact. Ah, I see. Those are, yeah, I could see that being a thing. But yeah, this kid he was a good kid, but also he was telling me that like his parents previously got him pretty much everything he wanted, because he used to be a kid, but he's not a kid anymore. And now that he's not a kid anymore, you know, he has to use like his allowance, but he was able to get a lot of stuff. He's not a kid anymore. He's 11, which is an adorable sentiment. I tried very hard not to stomp him. I let him essentially, like, he wasn't intentionally cheating, he just didn't know his rules all that well, and I just didn't correct him on shit because it was already looking like it was gonna be a dumpster fire. It looked like, I mean, I got first turn, I was running a melee army, and it was it supply drop, where you get 5 points for holding the mid objectives and nothing for holding your own? I drew real well on my secondaries and went first, so I just walked onto the objectives, and he had pretty much just shooting. And so as a result, he didn't really have any way of dealing with me. Servo Skull football is funny. I play CSM and Orcs. Word Bearers, I'm working on an Erebus kit bash that what was the faction matchup? Space Marines versus CSM. So I just like plonk some Possessed on a midpoint, then I put some Chosen behind a wall, and I said, come and get it. And then he tried, and then I dumpstered him. I didn't mean to. It was just like, I got 15 points just for like getting first turn. And then, like, he couldn't do anything about it. But you know what? I will say this. 100% a better fucking sport than anyone I've fucking run into recently. Like, he lost with fucking honor, which I am so fucking happy about. Right satellite calibration? Wait, what? SV. What is it to fix it? Calibrate? Oh, it's the server rack, right. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've done this. Oh, right, and then it's this mini game. And we're just going for non-negative whole numbers. Was it natural numbers? That always, like, confused me as a kid. It's just like, are there unnatural numbers? Will they hurt me? I'm sorry. Did I do that wrong? Yeah, I mean, like, he didn't seem upset that he lost. Like, I've played guys who rage quit on, like, early turns. I feel like rage quitting's a lot more common on TTS. Mainly because the setup time is less and you don't have to deal with them when you walk away from the table. You could just ignore them. I did say that, you know, we shook hands. I told him, like, GG. You did good. I really like your army. He's like, let me show you some of my new painted stuff. And, like, I told him the truth. I'm like, man, you're getting, like, a lot better. Like, this looks great, man. Which was a little bit, like, over the top. Like, his Dark Angels were painted, like... They had that, like, thin your paints meme. Like, definitely one of those, like, dear God... What has happened to us? Be strong for the Codex, brother. Be strong. Like, one of the guys had an eye, like, up on top in the middle of his forehead. But, like, his newer stuff did actually look better. And it's like, okay. Like, so, like, you know, I complimented him on his new paint job, and I said, you know, oh man, I really like it. Can't wait until my salamanders get an actual detachment. Dude, what are the fucking flamethrower guys? I don't know, Space Marines have 100 different data sheets. Sorry about your firstborn gone. There's a sequel to the Thin Your Paints vid. This hobby does sound expensive. It's a little on the expensive side, but like, if you get Infernus squads, yeah. I mean, honestly, like, if I was playing Space Marines, I'd probably get, like, maximum bricks of Infernus squads and then just fucking fight me. I low-key want to start like a, I've talked about this before. Hello? I low-key want to start a, Custodes army with sort of a, fine China aesthetic. I just got done rebasing 30 boys gear. I'm still not quite done, but I'm mostly done with it. Because boys are unfortunately like a good route to go right now. Like, yeah, like a porcelain aesthetic. Like that off-white and then like blue. I think that would be rad as shit. The Infernus squad have no AP, kind of stinks outside of... Oh, no, dude. If you spam that many shots that are auto-hitting, you're gonna fuck someone up, man. Okay, I'm hungry and tired. Oh, use this to clear a drive. What? Has Rev ever streamed a 40K / live figure painting? I've done both, I want to say. Matt says enough auto hits usually just ends up winning. Yeah, yesterday I did a stream of me trying to convert Erebus, but I can't get the right thing. I mean, yeah, orc shooting is usually good just because... Dice? Like, I take, what, 200 dice hitting on 5s over 1 shot hitting on 2s. And if you don't understand why, do the math. I think I did the math right for that. I mean, even 100 shots hitting on 5s is better than 1 shot hitting on 2s. Just traditionally, you have a good hit. I don't like doing the like standard orc player screaming kind of thing. What the fuck is that? Oh, this is a new nightmare. Huh. All right, well. Well, it doesn't seem to be hurting anything, so I guess I'll just leave that there. Oh, I wonder if it shows up on the here thing. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna go check and see what that thing is. Oh, I could use my ATV on it. If I'm shit at math, okay, let me explain to you how Warhammer rules work, okay? So you have each weapon has a different skill to it. So like, it'll be like a 3-up. Like 3+, 2+, 5+, whatever. And then it'll have a number of shots. Let's say like standard bolter profile is like what, 1 shot, hitting on a 3 or above, strength 4, 0 AP, 1 damage. So you need to roll, what that means is, since I said it's 1 shot, or 1 dice, you would just roll 1 dice, and if you get a 3-up, because that's the ballistic skill for it, then you hit, and then you compare your strength versus the opponent's toughness. So if you're shooting like another Marine, it's probably, you need a 4 or better. If you're shooting someone that's weaker than a Marine, like a little grot or something, forgot what toughness grots are nowadays, but I think they're 2. Oh, this one's broken. Then you just need to roll like a 2-up. And there you go. And then your opponent, since you have 0 AP, has to roll their save. Are bolters AP1 now? Man, my CSM bolters are not AP1. You got some fancy shit over there. Bolt rifles, okay. And that's literally the game. The only difference between ranged and combat is range will be like, I don't know, 24 inches. And that's like, that's the range of your gun. If you are within 24 inches, then you can shoot it at something. In melee, you need to be either in base contact or within an inch, or in base contact of a friendly unit of your same squad that is also in base contact with an enemy. And that's it. That's literally the game. The complexity goes into how cool is the gun, what does the gun do comparatively, but I think that's a majority of like the stuff. The math mainly comes down to list building, which is just like, there's an app. You just... How many signals are you sending out? I don't know. I figured he'd like email me asking for shit at some point. Then you get rerolls, modifiers, buffs. Abaddon gives full rerolls to hit for units within X range. I think it's like 6 inches of him. So that obviously means that you can get a lot better damage, you know? The fun part is, for me, I like kit bashing. I like kit bashing a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing, is right now with CSM, I feel like I need to be running like 2 max squads of Accursed Cultists or something, or 3 Forge Fiends, and I don't have any Forge Friends, and I don't have any Accursed Cultists. Did you know that peacock is short for penis cock? I didn't know that because it's not true. I did find, I mean, honestly, I'm looking at Etsy a lot, and Etsy's kind of great, man. Like, the stuff I ordered from a guy, and it was from Ireland, and it took forever and a fucking day for it to show up. But I spent, I want to say like 20 bucks on my Abaddon conversion, and the original, and he's gonna look cooler than Abaddon. He's gonna be fluffier than Abaddon. Why is he here? Oh, well, he's here because it's word bearers, and that's the reason he would be here, right? I spent 20 bucks on it as opposed to, and I have spare parts too. $70 fucking for a regular Abaddon. Now I generally wonder where the P comes from. The P-E-A in peacock. Which Top Houndour points out the balls, which is true. I mean, the kid was recommending that I buy a knight as well, but I don't know about CSM. Like armigers, or what are they called? War dogs for CSM. They're the only thing that I feel like is worth talking about as a model. Like, competitively. And they're inconsistently good. War dogs do look rad, but like I have other firepower, and I'd rather stay like mostly monofaction, though my flamers have been getting some good work as of recent. Hello? Oh. I thought about a really cool conversion. So rhinos are a basic transport for Chaos Space Marines. I don't buy anything Forge World, I'll tell you that. I think the only thing I bought from Forge World was back when the Battle Wagon kit didn't come with the roller. Sounds like that rock's doing some damage to it, so that's good. What's my favorite conversion I've done? I have 3 kill tanks that I really like that are kind of garbage this edition. Honestly, just play on TTS if you're gonna play. I can't recommend playing Warhammer without, like, having tried it first. How many grots? 40? I'd only run like 10 maybe right now. They've been slowly leaving my list, which is kind of bizarre. I like how this has turned into Warhammer talk. I've heard that combat patrol is incredibly unbalanced. Oh, coffee. I like to fill dead air. It's definitely good to learn the game, you know? Knowing what your faction can do and what its strengths and weaknesses are is really important. But also, like, if we do move sometime soon, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Oh my, no. Okay, yeah, the shadow's a little funky. I'm sure they're working on that. It's fine. R to put it away, there we go. Gotta buy that crowbar. I mean, to open what? I think I've broken everything open at this point. There it is. Kind of like 12 o'clock-ish, maybe closer to 1. Oh, no, it's on the other side of it. Well, I can't really see in the dark, so there's not much of a reason to go into the basement. I won't be able to tell what the fuck I'm looking at. I like hearing you talk about war. Okay, if you're gonna play Warhammer, play on Tabletop Sim. It's 20 bucks. If you hate it, then you haven't spent any money. Well, you've spent 20 bucks, but 20 bucks is a lot easier to justify than like the starter boxes, which are like 70, 80. I forget what they're at right now. Oh, that's nice, Murky. Thank you. Can't you use Tabletop Sim for other things? True. And you already have TTS. Yeah. There's an app right now for Warhammer. It's an official app. I think it's going to be free until the end of the month, and then you'll have to use something like Battlescribe or Rosterizer or something. Yeah, just do that. There's plenty of, like, battle reports is what you're going to want to look for on YouTube. And that's just, like, Let's Plays of Warhammer. Tabletop Titans is a really solid stream. They play it. So if you want to just watch people play on Tabletop is good, too. They do the Warhammer in 20 minutes thing, right? Have you heard of Grey Hill Incident, the shitty horror game? I have not. 40K in 40 minutes, yeah. That's pretty solid too, and they know their rules. I think basically as long as you're not watching mini wargaming, you're doing good. There's a few other like minor YouTube channels, but like mini wargaming's bad. Like whenever they do something with someone else, especially if it's someone I watch, I'm like, please, come on. You know? Let's take a quick piss break. I did see what you said about desynced. I'm gonna have to look into it. Cause not being able to play something that's Factorio but doesn't give money to a guy who's like, I don't know, maybe children are hot. Like that sounds like a good plan. I'd rather not give that guy money or attention. I believe that's what he said, or was it transphobic stuff? I forget which. One of the two. The Factorio guy was kind of messed up in the head, if I recall correctly. Which one was it that fucked there? I can't scroll back up to see what it was. Statutory rape is an SJW term. Okay, there you go. Who knows what the fuck that means? Oscar. Yeah. That shit does not pass the sniff test. And so it's like, I already have the game, I already have a bunch of hours in it, I can't return it, but like, me as a streamer, if I stream it, then people are gonna be like, oh, this game looks really fun, I should buy it, and then they buy it. You know what I mean? So like, I could still probably enjoy it in my free time, but I don't know as if I can like, I don't know, watch it. Satisfactory doesn't do it for me. It's a completely different aesthetic. I'm gonna go pee real quick. BRB. 2 minutes. All right. We're back. Is the ad back? We still gotta wait a second for the ad. Says it's got 18 more seconds. Just to be sure, I'm gonna wait. Okay, now it says the ad is done, so I can actually, like, go. I didn't want to, like... I don't like running ads while, stuff is happening. You know what I mean? I'll run 2-minute ads every day, all day, but I'm not gonna... Yeah, I mean, like... Hopefully the ads also prevent stuff like that from happening. Because, I mean, like, still gotta get paid, but... Jesus. Man, I was... When I was playing BattleBit earlier, a guy was talking about how... What's the weird shit that he said? Thoughts on Tempest Rising? I don't know what it is. So, no thoughts. Head empty. 2 Blue, thank you for the 4 months of support. That's very cool of you. Thank you so much. It's actually foreign to me that Yol is both scared of this game, but does not do anything to protect himself. Like, you guys say that he doesn't shut the door? Like, it gives me a false sense of security. Like, maybe it doesn't help, but it feels like it does. We never said he was smart. I know, I'm just saying, like, if I was afraid of this game... Oh, the drone's here. A CNC-esque. Oh, that. Oh my god. Wow. I want to live somewhere where I can see this kind of shit. Make a wish? I think that's my wish. One of these guys will have heard it. Oh god, natural numbers. Okay. This isn't Voices of the Void. What the fuck is it then? I mean, not going outside at night is smart. I get that. Isn't this his Voices of the Void? Yes, yes, okay. Sorry, that was a dyslexic moment. Yeah, usually when I read stuff in chat, it's a combination of, I think, anxiety, depression, and dyslexia. Because I'll read something in chat and it's like, Rev, you're my least favorite streamer. And I'm like, you son of a bitch, get out of my chat. And it's like, oh, no. Like, that's not what I said at all. No, actually what I said was like, I had a bad day, but at least you're streaming. Or something. And then I feel real bad because this person's already having a bad day, and I'm like, you son of a bitch, fuck you for coming in here and telling me that. Imagine getting home from a real shitty day, like flat tire, girlfriend broke up with you, like your job sucks, like you get home and you're like, man, you know what? At least Rev's streaming. I should say something nice to him, because, like, it means something to me that he's streaming. Hey, Rev, thank you for streaming. And I'm like, suck my dick, you fucking asshole. What are you even doing here? You know? Like... fucking shit yourself right now, asshole. Oh, yeah, the green text of the kid who slammed some other kid in the face, and he wanted to say, I'm so fucking sorry, and also, are you okay? but instead he fucks up and combines it, and it's he ends up saying, "Are you fucking sorry?" Which, amazing. Last night was great. We're talking about doing it again sometime, maybe this week. Not gonna confirm or deny anything else beyond that because Hackerling has not messaged this. Yeah, Hackerling hasn't messaged back, so I don't know if he actually did enjoy Baldur's Gate. I think he legitimately liked it. I need to ask while I'm playing it, but if anyone has any designs or how to make my guy or Mother Chucker have better yeeting abilities, let me know. I'm gonna go for, was it Tavern Brawler? And that's about all I can think of. I guess if I get enlarged somehow. Yeah, if I can get enlarged, then I can pick up bigger things to throw. I have the ring that gives me plus D4 damage on throws. I bought that almost immediately. How come I can't find the thing you said? A bad thing you said about Phasmophobia. I don't know what you're talking about. Enlarge, try to get height damage. Height adds damage. Okay. Well, that'll do then. Oh, it's still down. What the fuck? How bad are these computers? New email? Daily task. India and Echo. One signal of level 0. All right. One signal of level 0. I haven't tried putting anything in the microwave yet. Should probably do that. Oh, what's this about? Oh, right. I need to actually, like, get the papers done, too. India and Echo. I think I was just at Echo, wasn't I? Put the boxes, the drives on this spot so it could pick it up. Okay, cool. Oh, Factorio. Yeah, I said nasty stuff about the Factorio dev, but that's it. India and Echo. SV, target, Echo. Which one should be closer? Microwave a battery to make a super battery? Okay, hold up. That sounds like a good idea and I should do it. Plastic. Is it microwave safe plastic? There we go. I guess I could get like potions to yeet, but I mostly want to yeet people. Potions that improve my stuff would be good. What's the easiest way to get in large person? I don't care if I only get like one cast of it. I can't change my race. I'd also like to have some self-healing thing, because I keep dying. I just remembered what the discs are for. Worm. Just teach Mike how to heal better? I mean, I don't feel like it's on Mike to be my pocket healer. I like that this has like cloth physics now. That's nice. Did it have that before? I don't feel like it did. Also, you kept giving Mike terrible advice? What do you mean? Are you one of the people that said that strength is important for bards? Okay, it has 100% charge, but what if it had more? Because here's the thing about batteries. If your batteries are low on charge, you could just put them in the microwave. The government doesn't want you to know. Ah, fuck! Okay, so I guess in this game you're not allowed to overcharge batteries. That's fine. We'll do it again once we have a battery that's on low power. Oh, right, I'm supposed to go and do things. Kind of figured it would take a little bit longer than that for it to explode. I've never put a battery in a microwave before, so I don't know how long it takes. I would expect that it would take more than a couple of seconds. Like maybe like 5 or 10 seconds? What bad advice did I give Mike about D&D? Yeet Mike's bard, he's too... SV hash? And then... They made the hash codes harder, didn't they? Oh, loan. Oh! Neat, you can get loans. I'm at Echo right now. 0466501086. SV target India. I don't see a single person saying that what I told Mike that was wrong. I gave him good advice almost the entire time. Chat was like, I saw someone say Rev would make a good DM. No, someone said that you should have strength as a bard, and I said no, that's stupid as hell. Like, that legitimately makes no sense to me. Sorcerers and wizards are also artificers, but I don't think they're in the game. It's second level spell, so you need quite a few levels to get there. You've got the attitude of a good DM. Well, thank you. If you guys haven't already, check out The March from the Mice and The Town of Nowhere, which is essentially just D&D. I've done 3 series so far, 2 of which to completion. I guess I should get back to The Last Resort at some point, but I'm also going to read the shit out of that Necromancer book. I don't care about it hurting my intelligence or whatever. It's wisdom. I don't think I give a shit about that. That's my book. I'm going to go insane reading it. Artificers are not in the game yet. Artificers are one of those ones that ends up being like super OP if you know what you're doing, right? I haven't played a lot of 5e, so I don't know. But it seems to be a consistent thing that people complain about. So like, I figure there's something there. That like, oh, I left my artificer alone for 5 seconds and he made a Gatling gun or something. What is super OP? Artificers, apparently. Any new events? The cog thing was new. Yeah, 3.5 had the peasant railgun, but I mean, like, I feel like that was like using like incoherencies in the rules to do that. I feel like, okay, so from what I remember about the peasant railgun is like you can pass things to each other as an action, and if you do it enough, then it just you can get the peasants being passed from one edge of the room to the other real fast. The equivalent speed being something along the lines of like yeah, peasant railgun only works if you try and apply real world physics to it. It's like the speed at which the peasant is being passed is faster than the speed of light or something like that. And then you just like yeet the peasant at them and then they die. Or like you use them like a shotgun. I think that any reasonable DM would probably go like, no, you just handed it to each other real fast. Or like maybe house rule that you can't pass the same thing to multiple people in the same interaction. Oh, you don't, right. Okay, that was it. You have a row of peasants that all hand something off to someone else, and because they can, you know, they stand side by side, and I forget what the distance between. Any reasonable DM would probably just make it whatever the base damage of a rock being thrown of its size, which in 5e is 1 damage. So like, yeah, you take 1 damage for having hired 100, like an entire village's worth of peasants. And when the player goes, what? You go, yeah, you just kind of like handed a rock to a bunch of people and then threw it. Like, I don't know why you thought that would go fast. There it is. I really like WebDM. I really think that's one of the better D&D channels on YouTube right now. I like Crit Crab, but I feel like a lot of it is just like interpersonal drama, but D&D is the context for it. There's a lot of people who just want to hang out and have fun, and then yeah, a lot of Crit Crab is like interpersonal drama of people who just need to like calm the fuck down. No, wait, hold up. No, undo, I did it wrong. I mean, it doesn't, yeah, I mean, like, he's got a rating at the end where it's like, this story was more cringe than it was, you know, gross or whatever. I forgot what his thing is. SD call. Is this the number of points I have? Okay. A TV. Hazmat suit. Axle nail. Nail. Cup. Wood chipper. Arcade machine. Kerfuses. Coffee machine. Crowbar. Digital map. Hook. Metal detector. Roach repellent. Lighter. Is there a flashlight? Maybe I just have to use a lighter? Toblerone? Oh, okay, there's scroll. Zeta reticulon. Traffic cone. Mannequin. Custom poster. Roomba. I have batteries, but I don't have a thing to use it on. Digital map, beacons, camera. I don't see a flashlight. Flashlight is F. Oh, okay, I just have one. Never mind. Wait. I don't know if my flashlight's on or off. Oh, flashlight's out of battery. There we go. Did your barbarian have a ranged weapon? I usually have something on me that I can throw that does damage that allows me to keep my rage going. Frozen burger. Just in case if throwing distance isn't enough. I usually can close the gap fairly close. There are other games other than D&D and Warhammer, but the thing is that most people play that over other games, so like, I'm gonna play what people are playing. Does Baldur's Gate allow you to hurt yourself to keep it going? I don't know if there's a way to do that. It seems like shields are not heavy enough to make it worth throwing. I mean, Pathfinder's good. I did play Pathfinder. I mean, I could always just ask, like, someone to throw a rock at me or something. They don't have to be good at it. I mean, tankiness would also help my throwing ability, if nothing else. That's what I was thinking about, doing 2-level dip into cleric. Go life cleric, and then there's a channeling thing that sort of works like the rest thing, but it's not a it's not a channeling, it's not an action, or it's a, no, it is an action, but it's free to use, and it doesn't seem like it has a limit on uses. Also, the size of me doesn't change anything, so enlarge wouldn't help me. Right? Oh, I used to DM Call of Cthulhu. I love Call of Cthulhu. It's great. I accidentally tried to play it as like a ongoing campaign. How do I increase my chance to hit? It's relative to whatever your stat you're using to hit things with is. So like there are finesse weapons that use dex, there's strength-based weapons that use strength. Having good stats for whatever that is, having a good ability modifier for whatever stat you need is the best way to do that, if I recall correctly. For us, D&D or Call of Cthulhu is mostly just like, well, that's fucked up. Time to shoot it. I did mostly. I think I ran pretty much exclusively like pre-made campaigns for Call of Cthulhu. It was very like pulpy. Call of Cthulhu is a D100 based system, so you have a skill, and if you can roll higher than your percentage or in your percentage chance to do it, I forget exactly what it is. Enlarge increases weapon damage, strength, and savings. Old Man Henderson. Fucking hell. We're not talking about Corruptions of Champions, no. I did not used to run a Corruptions of Champions thing. I don't even know why. I haven't thought about Corruption of Champions in years. Man, bitch, I wish that were me. Is that still being updated? I used to hang out on F a lot, and I'd see it, and I'd be like, what the fuck? What about Fatal? Corruption of Champions is pretty much Fatal, but one player, which honestly, if you're gonna play something like that, probably playing it one player is the way to go. You know? Because, like... Bullet. Fatal is unplayable. Has anyone tried to run a game of Fatal where the nothing sexy happens? Like it's not horny at all and just nothing of relevance happens? Fatal also has super racist. I mean, the only thing I really know about Fatal is the anal circumference size. I don't know. Yeah, so Fatal is a it's like D&D except for people who are horny freaks. And I know what you're saying. You're like, "Oh, that's me." It's not, I hope. You can have negative anal circumference in Fatal. How does that work mechanically? Fatal was written by a virgin? I mean, do you think a neckbeard slowly describing the worst fucking sex scene in your life is something that you're gonna want to, like, be involved in? Fatal isn't for horny freaks, it's for evil horny freaks. I see. It was written by proto-incels. There's apparently a mechanic in Fatal on erotic abortions. Okay. I mean, give it a go if you're a freak. The rules are everywhere online. You could probably find them. Did Rev just advocate for erotic abortion? No. I'm just testing to see how freaky chat is. You know? What am I looking for? TR check. All right, we gotta go fix all of them. All right, SV target TR 0. And there's not that many of these things. Well, chat thought when we said the game is made for horny freaks, they're like, wait a minute, that's me. Fatal is one of those games that only really exists in, like, hushed whispers around role-playing communities. Things you can... how about this? Okay, first off, private browser. Fatal... RPG. All right. So we got the Wikipedia page and we got RPG.net. There is no god. Okay, so this is from a review by Darren McLennan and Jason Sarton from 2009, October 30th. It starts, there is no God, and the proof of this can be found in the PDF file by Fatal Games. It's a great starting sentence. If this is your first time you've ever heard of Fatal, you're in for a fun ride. Well, let me rephrase. You're in for a fun ride if you consider the fun ride to be, say, hitting your nutsack with a tack hammer for about 4 hours. See, Cinnabar was bad, but if you have to like Cinnabar after you read Fatal. It's a terrible role-playing game in just about every respect, but it's got heart. Okay, I've never heard of Cinnabar. Fatal is the product so twisted and so fundamentally broken in its attitude towards sexuality, so unbelievably stupid that you think the author is trying to make themselves look like prime candidates for institutionalization. They're not, which makes it even scarier. By the way, you'll notice a lot of personal attacks in the creator and players of this game as this drags on. All right, what does Wikipedia say about it? Probably can't show that on stream. Let's see. Does that actually show anything? No, it's all like the nip is covered. Fatal is a simulationist system that uses unusual levels of complexity, especially regarding sexual violence and bodily characteristics. Character creation involves 20 separate attributes, none of which correlate with one another, even when they might intuitively be assumed to be related. For instance, in the first edition, average speech rate and maximum speech rate are unrelated, meaning that the former can be higher than the latter. What? What? Why even have a stat on that? Attributes are determined by rolling a 4 D100s divided by 2 minus 1. Or 2 to 1, maybe? In the first edition, or 10 D100s with divided by 5 minus 1 in the second edition. Majority of the character traits are determined by random rolls, including things that are usually decided by players, such as eye color, hairstyle, sexual orientation, and more prudent traits are also determined by rolls, such as breast size, genital size, and notoriously potential anal circumference. Sex and sexuality is heavily focused in Fatal. Consensual sex is not mentioned at any point in the game. I'm avoiding using a certain rule, but that's a good way of getting around saying that word. Fatal has a broad variety of character skills classes, including ones considered irrelevant by a majority of role-playing games. The urination skill, for example, defines the amount of urine a character can produce and at what speed. Roll hot on that so you can just create all the... Look at how hard I can piss! Character classes such as Delouser, Grocer, and Classmaker were criticized for their relevance to a fantasy adventure game. How much of this is shitpost and how much of this is real? For instance, none of the spellcasting classes are guaranteed to gain new spells upon an increase in character level, but rather have to roll for how many spells, if any, they gain and at what spell level. The available spells are often eclectic, obscene, and peripheral, such as in use, such as against every wild animal, aquatic creature, and robbers. Force Fart, Bestow Ulster. Okay. The spell Have Her Cadaver, I see what you did there, makes a deceased woman appear alive but unconscious, which is described by the rulebook as primarily being used for necrophiliac sexual intercourse. Received a particularly strong negative reception, becoming one of the game's most infamous features. I'm really having a hard time. Why would you even bother with that spell? Like, in order to use that, you'd have to know that you're casting on a dead person. And it's corpse, and you know they're not alive. It's just an illusion to make you think that they are. Reception of Fatal has been overwhelmingly negative. Ed Grabowski of Gizmodo in 2013 said, "There's one thing that Fatal accomplished in its short history, and it's that it becomes closest to a true Lovecraftian presence in the gaming industry. Fatal's transgressions of genre norms have been conceptualized as both a design choice and a symptom of incompetence on the part of its creators." Yeah, I feel like the more you learn about Fatal, the more insane you go. That's incredibly accurate. Little would be heard from the game's creators until 2014. Wow. Alpha version was available in 2000. First edition was released in 2002. Little would be heard from the creators of the game until 2014, when co-creator James Halser agreed to do an audio interview with the reviewer. Halser took credit for a number of the game's most infamous aspects, such as anal circumference tables, the elaborate called shots combat system, and a majority of the players' races, such as something or other ogre, a species of ogre that exclusively eats virginal human children. He said that Fatal was intended to be highbrow and incorporate high complex philosophical themes and revolutionize gaming. Hollister claimed that Fatal was ahead of the curve at the time of its creation and had done potential to be a massive commercial success. Fatal Games originally had planned to acquire nationwide distribution for the game, which was followed by a child-friendly version and a number of modules and expansions. However, the game's copyright was registered solely with Hall. After his disappearance from the gaming scene, Hollister stated that Hall had not returned his calls regarding republication or selling the rights, preventing the game from seeing further release. This was corrected in this. Oh, apparently the maximum and average speech rate thing was fixed in the second version of the game. The second version came out in 2004, and because... Did you know that Varg Varkines made a role-playing game systems too? It's so racist you can't play it. Really? Varg Varkines being racist? I don't know if I can believe that, man. That seems unlikely. Varg Varkines, he's, God, was he the guitarist of Mayhem? Former. Yeah, I mean, the band broke up after, two of the members died. One from apparent suicide? And the other guy was, I think, beaten to death with a hammer or something like that. Or no, he shot him. That was it. Varg shot a guy because he thought he was going to kill him. There's a lot of very reasonable, well put together people. There's a really good documentary called Until the Light Takes Us that I would highly recommend to anyone who wants to learn about, like, the most bizarre fucking subgenre of metal. That looks like a bad idea waiting to happen. Let's go! Wonder if I can die. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, it's a Toblerone. And food. Wait, what did I... Oh, there was a disc under it. That's nice. Ooh. Yeah, they ended... I think it was Vark who ended up taking the picture of Dead, right? Toblerone getting sued by Switzerland was fairly recent, I believe. But anyway, yeah, Varkeen's not having his shit together. I'm shocked. It wasn't Vark who used the shotgun suicide for their own album cover. Oh, it was Euronymous. Was Euronymous the guy that Varg killed? Hey, you want to see a really fucking bad idea? Ooh. Yum. I want to live in the fucking forest where I can climb through a log just because I feel like it. Spaghetti Deprezi. I was gonna say I hope you're doing good, but you immediately exploded. Yeah, but it was by choice. There was no, like, long-term effects. I feel like I did, you know? Cal. Oh, it's SD Cal Al. My Farog, the Varg Varkeen's RPG, is unplayable. It's unplayable in polite company and said to blow chunks and suffers from the problem of being Byzantine. The races are based off real-world ethnic groups and have a variety of racial bonuses and debuffs. I do not have to elaborate further. No, I feel like you got it. I don't know how good it is mechanically, but I feel like that's enough for me to go, maybe not. I mean, I grew up with EverQuest, and there were differences between being male and female as far as, like, what stats you got. And that's pretty fucking cringe. If I recall correctly, white people have the least buffs? What? That's such a weird thing for a white supremacist to do. What? Like, not saying that, like, there's stat differences between male and female in Oblivion, too? I didn't know that. Yeah, slightly different hitboxes for, like, do you got titty or not? Seems relevant, but I mean, honestly, body type should do it. It tracks if he has some sort of inferiority complex. I mean, a lot of racism is an inferiority complex. you know? It's really hard to believe that your race is the most powerful one, but also the weaker ones are able to subjugate you. Like, that seems like a like really incoherent thought process. D&D is moving away from racial buffs, yes. Now it's just you get +2 to one stat and +1 to another one. They also tried to move away from racial alignments, but nerds got angry about it. I think they did, at least in Baldur's Gate. There's no alignment system at all. Which I feel like, in retrospect, I had to start a new save. It wouldn't let me. Super Thorio, thank you for the 14 months of support. And yeah, no, people have actually complained that D&D is getting woke. Alignment, I feel like, yeah, I mean, growing up with it, it made sense, but nowadays, like, couldn't you just, like, I don't know. Get it based on vibe? Alignment's like chaotic good and stuff. Yeah, I mean... like, and I think that maybe, like, for some people, an alignment chart might be helpful insofar as you could just be like, I'm gonna play a chaotic good character this time. Just try and remember that. Yeah, I feel like the fact that Baldur's Gate has, like, not highlighted at all the trans inclusion is cool. You can just, like, give yourself a dick and tits. Like, it's not difficult to do. Like, you just pick you want a dick. Like, you can just do that. Yeah, I mean, part of the whole lawful and good thing, like, am I chaotic good because I don't believe in, like, my own government's ability to take care of its people and stuff like that? Or am I lawful good because I have a very strict list of morals and ethics that I've been working through? Yeah, it's available and they didn't bring it up. I really actually like that. Like, it's something I've been asking for a while. Like, be trans inclusive, but, like, not in a way where you want everyone to pat you on the back for being the coolest guy ever for doing it. It's just like, we have this feature, you can use it if you want, you can avoid it if you want. I wonder if I'm having a nightmare or something. Seems unlikely. Oh, there it is. Got excited, sorry. Fuck! What was it? It was the cog thing again. Did we not? Oh, we didn't polarity of this yet. There it is. Like top right-ish. Oh, we got 11 o'clock again. Calibration's a little off. What the fuck is this conversation? Or what the fuck is this game? We're trying to find aliens, but don't see no aliens. Oh. We're messing around with satellites to try and like configure them to look at different planets and stuff. 5e, they're pretty loose. In Pathfinder and D&D 5, the alignment matters if you're a divine caster, and that's about it. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, perfect. Output data is good. We're starting the download now. We can reconfigure the satellites in a minute. It's 21 in the morning. At night, I guess. Your character is part of a church. I could see them being more lawful good. Yeah, but like, what if the church sucks and has taught them really bad morals? But they stick to them like fucking glue. Yeah, I mean, like... Wait, what is this? I have a theory that we haven't found aliens yet, because whenever we hear radio signals, all it says is the stars are exploding. But, like, what if the alien... It is aliens, and we're just putting a baseline exploration over it? Okay. Yeah, I mean, like... We don't know anything about aliens, and so they kind of do weird shit sometimes. Everything seems calibrated. Right? Satellites calibration. I don't know what this does. Okay, that's just telling me where the... Okay. Yeah, I feel like alignment's a good way of figuring out, like... Or, like, yeah, you could do, like, a D9 to decide which alignment you're gonna be today. If you want to do something weird with the character, that's fine, too. I don't know. I mean, a lot of D&D is just, like... What are you personally doing in your writing? You know? In your character designs. Because, like, some people are cool with some stuff. Some people aren't. My parents only played D&D once, according to them, and they were very concerned. They definitely had that, like, Satanic Panic thing going on with D&D almost exclusively. That's because they played D&D once and they sacrificed a goat, I think. Like, they were, like, full-on that version of D&D. And my parents thought that that's what D&D was. And then I tried to play the orange box with them. And no one was into it. It was less about... Oh my god, my aunt was really about it too. My aunt is a social worker, or was. She's retired now, but like, she was real concerned about me getting into D&D and saying it was like, you know, people who are fucked up in the head play that. How do they feel about Warhammer? They've gotten over it. You know? Like, I think they realized that they were wrong. I don't think it was so much Satanism specifically, but definitely, like, there's something wrong with D&D. Like, mechanically, D&D will cause you to do evil things or bad things. Not because of, like, a Satan thing, but because, like, it's played by depraved people or something. Like, or, like, it'll make you want to do that kind of thing. And it's like, I mean, they let me play D&D, but they were concerned about it. I mean, I did a lot of the shit that, like, that's, you know, oh no, you can't do that. That's scary. Like, a lot of it's stuff that in the 80s would have gotten me, like, in a lot of trouble. Like, you know, D&D, a lot of listening to metal, drugs, but, like, you know, that kind of thing. And it's like, you know what? I turned out okay, I think. I played Pokemon too. TR check, I guess. Am I forgetting some mechanic of the game, or am I just, like, doing busy work now? Oh, fuck, I need to press the button to have the guy... Forgot to push that button. We're kind of living through a new Satanic Panic. It's less cool, though. The paper, it's on it. There's a paper on it. We're good. Got the hash codes and stuff. Was there any Satanic Panic for Cult of the Lamb? You'd expect it, but not really. Was it ever cool to begin with? I don't know. Maybe I'm like... We're also having neo-Puritan Zoomers. That is true. I get that. And I feel like some of the things I say make people think that I'm in that mindset. But... honestly, as long as everyone's down and everyone's an adult, go for it, you know? I'm not involved in it, so what does it matter to me? I've heard some preachers talk about not being able to talk about the literal word of God, like being able to, like, read stuff Jesus said without having to worry about people being angry that it's woke. This is my first stream of Voices of the Void recently. I got an update. They impregnated the Joker. I mean... what? I would like to know, like, the further source on that, Captain French Toast, because I have seen that, but I'm wondering who actually said that, aside from some preacher somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, it vibes with my worldview about, like, the way people are right now, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's real. So, like, that could be fake, you know? Like... yeah, I'm kind of in the same, like, boat as you, Green Ape Date. Or, yeah. Like, Yeah, it definitely feels like something that could happen, but like, you know. I mean, like, listen, also Twitter has like this thing now where like people just say stupid shit to piss people off because you get paid if you're a blue check mark. And now that you can hide your check marks, I'm so suspicious of people who just say insane shit on Twitter. Because there you go, there's some interactions. I don't think that the sky is real. I haven't seen it. What are you talking about? Some of them have gotten paid. I make it a rule to just like every now and then I'll see something trending on Twitter and I'll just like go through and block everyone. Like, you really just like, you don't need to have an extension to find blue check marks. Just literally check this out. Check this out. Watch. All right. What's trending right now? Fallout 4. There we go. Fallout 4 is not that bad, right? Overboss? Excuse me, one sec. This guy. Block. Back. Anyone else with a blue check mark? This guy? Block. See? It's that easy. Especially if it's some political thing like Inflation Reduction Act. I guarantee you if you go through that, you can block a whole bunch of people that are having shitty, stupid takes. My blue blocker plugin is at 9.2 blocks. That's amazing, actually. Okay, you got it over me. I just manipulate things. Did they actually go through with the view limit? I think that was just a temporary thing because they weren't paying the bills. All right, talking about adding ID verification. There's a reason that I'm constantly saying, hey, like, follow my Discord. I have a sub one and I have a non-sub one. The alerts only Discord is for people who don't sub, but just want to be alerted when streams happen. I just do @everyone and then I post a link to the stream. And then that gets you a link to, I'm sorry. Why is there a fence here? Doesn't Twitch have push notifications? Yeah, but that requires it to work correctly. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But the alerts Discord is for people who either can't or don't want to pay, but just want to know when I'm live. I got a source on the liberal Jesus thing if you want. Sure. Permit. There you go. It's Newsweek? Okay. Russell Moore, former top official of the Southern Baptist Convention, is now the editor-in-chief for Christianity Today during an interview aired on NPR's All Things Considered this week that Christianity is in a crisis due to the current state of right-wing politics. There's a name. The link to the Discord or the alert-only Discord expired. Let me fix that for you. Because, yeah, I can't make them permanent for some reason. Invite, copy, paste. There you go. You can make it. Okay, so the issue about making it a permalink is that, where is it? If you do it, it says, your invite and link expires in 7 days. Edit invite link. No limit on uses, expires after, never. But you have to have a communities thing for. Convert to a community server to unlock stuff. What does that mean? To minimize spam, members of the server must verify email before they can send messages. This does not apply to members with roles. Oh. Oh, so I have to check all these things? Oh, that's actually not that hard. Rules or guidelines for the channel. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Oh. Great. New link. Copy. Paste. Rules. Okay. There it is. Well, let's see what Fred said. The dots are actually intentional. It's streamer mode, what makes it impossible for you guys to see all the information. Am I following the wrong compass? I guess so. I'm just kind of blindly following it without paying attention, and I think it's just taking me off the map because it doesn't know where to set it to. I would assume that it would target, like, I don't know, home. But maybe I just need to target home. The brightest star points north? They all look the same to me, man. Root? Cool. That helps, thank you. Yeah, I was completely going the wrong way. I mean, we got a banger stream going, but like, listen. My wife says she might be coming home early today. She usually leaves work 5 to 6-ish. Takes her a few minutes to get home. If she's leaving work early, it's 4:30-ish. I kind of want to cook. Chad, we have to cook. I also didn't really see her yesterday. Because, like, we played until, like... I mean, I went to bed at midnight. Just did a casual, like, 11 to 12-hour stream yesterday. And honestly, it wasn't that bad. I don't feel exhausted like I normally do. I think I'm just in a good headspace right now. I started at 1 and we ended around midnight. So is that 11 hours or what? I don't know. Therapy has been like, I've had a couple bad therapy days, but like it rotated around to actually doing very good for my brain. A lot of this has to do with the therapist I've got right now fucking slaps. She challenges me on shit rather than just letting it go. So I'll start saying something and she's like, wait, hold up. And previous therapists were like, wow, it sounds like you're handling that situation really well. So I feel like I'm actually making some progress in fixing my brain. Not just regular therapy, like brain therapy. The fuck was that about? Burger? Yeah, okay, we had a fake burger spawn because I'm hungry. Yeah, that's what that clank was the fake burger colliding with something. Look at my model. There is no walking here. Middleburg. Hat. Sad. It's pretty... Ow. Yeah, Baldur's Gate was on Mike's channel, so you might be able to, like, go watch it if you want. Gotta wash your hands. Brush your teeth, or else you'll be funky. Anyone remember that song? No? I can tell who actually has played Tony Hawk and who hasn't. It was not a good song. It was dumb as shit. It's like a generic toilet sound. What? Oh, it's like the shards from the rock. What Tony Hawk was it? 2? It's the same one that had Ace of Spades. Or was that 3? It's the one that had, that Alien Ant Farm song. Proud. I don't have enough money for the Yule thing. There we go. Unironically, I kind of like Alien Ant Farm. Like, they did a good job. I mean, everyone knows them for that cover of Smooth Criminal. But, you know, they did other shit. Looking to see if there's any art. I don't see anything in the Boru. I show speed is trending for some reason, as is Linus Tech Tips. I don't know what was up with that. Anyway, I'm gonna go take care of my wife now. You gotta think about what's important to your life and try and do that. Linus Tech Tips had a bunch of stuff come out about bad working conditions and other fuck ups. Okay. Just don't work there and okay. Understood. All right, well, that's going to be it for me for now. I hope that you guys had a fun time. I did. We're probably going to keep up with the Voices from the Void for Wednesday streams. I don't know about the rest of this shit. We need to find maybe like 1 or 2 other good games to play aside from